time I come to East London, I have to go to this bookshop. Here is the bookshop over here that we are at, and the prices in this bookshop and the books that they have is just amazing. And especially for someone that like likes buying books like on a budget, and you want those books that are like nice books, but like they're not like, you don't pay 400 and 300 rand per book. This is the place to come. Every time I'm in East London, I come here and it never disappoints. So come with me as we go look at the books and let's see what they got. Not even 5 minutes in and we've already found Shadow and Bone, which was a very popular book. Like, Paper Towns by John Green, one of my all-time favorite books when I was younger. And I think like one of like my favorite things about being in the bookshop today is that my boyfriend has left me alone to run some errands, which is extremely dangerous but also extremely fun, because that means I don't have a time limit on what I have to do, so we can actually browse properly and have a look properly. So I think that's like the best. Check how cool this book is. So see the cover, it's like this like scary girl, and then you open it, so like that's like legit like the cover. The first time I've ever seen a book like this. This is why I say you never know what you're going to find in these shops, because there's literally a signed copy. How much is this? Okay, there's no price in it. That's signed copies and it's all there. We are contemplating. I just found they both die at the end. Like, I've been wanting to read this book, but like the title has like been like putting me off for like the longest time, because everyone says that the title is like what happens in the book and they both die at the end. So I'm gonna get attached to characters and then they're just gonna die. Like, after 10:30, a little after midnight, Death Cast calls Matteo and Rufus to give them some bad news. They're going to die today. Matteo and Rufus are total strangers, but for different reasons. They're both looking to make a new friend on their end day. Good news, there's an app for that. It's called Last Friend. Even through it, Rufus and Matteo are about to meet up for one last great adventure, to live a lifetime in a single day. Should I get it just to cry? Like, anyone that knows me knows that I love Riverdale. So I just found these like Riverdale comics, very serious, but I thought they were like books, like with actual like words in, but it turns out it's like basically like the Archie comic. And I've got a whole collection of Archie comics at home, because I love collecting Archie comics, but I just wish that it was like words and not pictures. Like, if it was like words, I would have bought this book, like, it was nobody's business, but because it's pictures, I'm like, like, I want to read about Riverdale. I don't want to look at Riverdale. I want to look at it like I could just go to the series and and rewatch the whole series, but Not bad. Not bad. Oh my word. Okay. This book, The Tough, The Designated Ugly Fat Friend, made me ugly cry. Because it's like basically like think of like there's always going to be someone that's prettier than you, that's smarter than you, that's better at something than you are, and you're always going to be that person's stuff, and that's okay. If you have not read this book, I highly recommend you read it. It's one of those books where it is totally different from the movie, and the book is way better than the movie. Like, you need to. This section literally always has 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight books. Like, this is where these books come to. I feel like if you walk into a second-hand bookshop and it hasn't got Twilight books or 50 Shades of Grey books, there's definitely something wrong. But still love them regardless, to an extent. We literally found Good Girl Complex by Ella Kennedy. The spine is a bit cracked, but Ella Kennedy book. And then we also found the Journals of He, which I have been seeing all over my For You page. I don't know if I should get this. I think it's like 3 or 2 books in one. Oh no, this is the first book. A trilogy novel. Okay, so maybe it's 3 books in one. Maybe we should get it. It says, Dominic was everything she prayed for and craved in a man. He was the future she was ready to give him everything, until a reckless, explosive decision leaves her in the debris of her own broken heart. In a bid to move from that fearful night, she erases all traces of him for life and finds herself desperate, trying to reclaim the threads of her existence before she knew him. Just the thought of him is painful, a reminder of the future she's lost, and she's trying to bury herself in desire. But it turns into a bliss of her heart, and she finds herself looking for a release in places unexpected. But the past has a habit of coming back to the present. Life takes a dramatic turn when their fate joins again. More secrets, more passion, and a new threat and danger. Will love be enough to repair what's broken between them? And is she ready? Is she brave enough to stand fearlessly behind him? Okay, so these are all the books that we found that we like. Now we have to come to the part where we have to actually choose which books we are taking, because there are so many. Okay, this one I'm definitely taking because Caught Up by Liz, however you say her surname. I've been seeing this book all over BookTok, so I'm definitely going to take it, and I mean for like 180. Why would I not take it? So that one's definitely going. Then I phoned Mumpo and I asked her how was this book, and she was like she didn't finish it, but it was good if I want to cry. So I'm thinking let's take it, because I haven't read a book in a while that can make me cry, so we're going to be taking that one. Then the next book I have that I'm definitely taking is these 2 manga books from my sister, because she is obsessed with manga. So I'll definitely be taking these 2 for her, and we always get her something. And we came here last time, we got a Heartstopper, so it would just not be right to leave here without getting something for her. Even though she gets on my nerves, being the older sibling, we make sacrifices, and that's okay. So we're getting those 2. Then the books that we are deciding between is My Dark Vanessa. I have seen a lot of book reviews about this book, and a lot of people are saying it's bad. and a lot of people are saying it's good. So I'm not sure if I want it or not. This all he did was fall in love with me and the world turned into a monster. Vanessa was 15 years old when she first had with her English teacher. Now she's 32 and in the storm of allegations against powerful men in 2017. The teacher has just been accused of abuse by a former student. Vanessa is horrified by this news because she isn't quite certain that the relationship she had with Strain wasn't abuse, it was love. She is sure of that. Sure you are. Forced to rethink her past and to revisit everything that happened, Vanessa has to redefine the great love story of her life. Now great as she must deal with the possibility that she might be a victim, and if one of many. Like, I've been wanting to read it, and it's only $70, so I think we're gonna get it. But is it like third person? Because if it's third person, there's no way in hell I'm reading it. Okay, it's not third person. I will get it. Then we're deciding between Good Girl Complex by Ella Kennedy and The Journals of He. Ella Kennedy has like always been like an author by author, and this is 210. This book's 210. The spine's like really bothering me because it's quite cracked. And in this one, The Journals of He, I have been seeing all over, like I said, and it is 220. It's in perfect condition, nothing like at all wrong with it. But it's also like super thick, like 500 pages. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to get it or not. Okay. Do I want it? This is the question. Do I want it? Okay, we're just gonna take everything because we're just gonna take everything.
Let's see it. 8.
Put these two back.
High volume.
Am I really that?